Hello everyone, and welcome back to Reborn Showcase. Today we're going to be doing some great showcases of the upgraders. We're here with Zach the Alien. So, let's begin.
I don't know what Zach does.
We're going to start with the Quantum Ore Cleaner. It's good if you're life 1. And it's also good if you're life 900. Because it's as simple as you get. It's 4 times. Hold on, I forgot to get an additional furnace for this video. Okay, now I'm professional enough. Look, it's 4 times. Alright, next. So it gets a rating of it's good. Alright, this gets a rating of it's the best because it's the final upgrader and ultimate sacrifice, but it's not. So, yeah, you already know what this does. It's amazing. It resets everything so you can use quantums twice. Yeah. Next, Ore Illuminator, it's 5 times, but make sure your ores don't hit another thing for a while, because if they do, goodbye. Just like real people with the Illuminator. Alright, next, we got the Flaming Schrodinger. It's a Flaming Schrodinger. If you know how a normal Schrodinger works, make it flaming and rusted, and it's like 2% better, with red sparklies instead of blue. So that means it's different.
That's really descriptive.
It's slightly better, but other than that, it's terrible. It's not bad. It's better than a normal Schrodinger if that makes you happy.
My camera glitched.
All right, this gets a all right. Hold on, let me take care of that real quick, Peyton. This will be a great introduction to our next item. All right, there you go. Alright, Big Bad Blaster. It's 2.65 times, which is very, very specific. And how do I know that? Because I've been playing this game for very long. Alright, next. No, before we move on, it's basically a better Schrodinger in a way. But it's not at the same time. Basically, your ores blow up. But if they don't blow up... I mean, this is a very bad example because it's on top of a ramp. So let me take some ancient conveyors. Oh, if I could place them correctly, or if this placing system could be correct. There you go. Money. Money. It's good, but it likes to blow up a lot. Lightning Bolt Refiner. For the first few days this was out, this was a little decent.
It was like a week.
It was very weak.
It killed the game.
E plus negative data loss happened. So basically, you could loop this forever at first, and now it's actually got a cap. After the second upgrade, it starts to make ores goodbye with a lightning happiness noise. It upgrades from like 4 to 8 times or something like that. So here, let's show what happens if you use one too many. How about you click one, Payne, and actually be productive?
Okay.
It starts to make that happy noise.
Sounds like a thunder.
It sounds like death is happening to the ores, but otherwise it's pretty good. In fact, I should probably use 3 for my current setup. That wouldn't be terribly risky. Big Bertha, one of the better upgraders. Especially,
isn't it 12?
Yes, it's 12 years old, and also it's also 12 times.
That's my favorite.
So, basic furnace. You know how much Newtonium usually is? It's like like 4 billion. Now it's that much. It's really good. You can use it with way up high conveyors if you have a conveyor that's fast enough, which would have to be an exotic upgrader, which some of you probably don't have, so too bad. But you can also use it with an ore cannon, which who does that though? It's mainly used like at the start of a setup with a Newtonium mine or some other magic. This is basically a quantum ore cleaner, but it looks better. And it's also longer.
You can put blasters on it.
Yeah, and you can put blasters on it. There you go. You got a Hydra Blaster that you want to use with a catalyst? Well, then just do it. Clockwork. It's basically a terrible true overlord device, but it's actually good because just get a centering conveyor and then all your dreams come true with this 5 times upgrader.
I thought it was like 2.
No, you're stupid.
2.
Gate of Eclipse. It's a very swole Schrodinger, but it's huge. I remember when this thing was broken for like a year. I mean, it's alright. Especially the upgrader that makes the ores 1 quadrillion. That's also good. Like that one. Alright, next. Ancient Temple. It is terrible. Never use it. Next. Wild Spore. It is basically an ore remover of unhappiness, of effects. So, say your ores are on fire, like... There we go. Hey, Peyton.
Ooh.
So, see? They're don't flame anymore. Oh, no. Wait, that's not an oh, no. Never mind. Asia Refiner. Look at it. It's the worst. No, it's actually alright. However, don't use this before Schrodinger's. I'm going to tell you right now, because if you don't, this is going to happen. Bye.
I got what I needed.
Okay. Morning Star. Hey, you want to skip 20 lives? Here you go. Purchased a rocket launch. Oh. Okay.
Something's going to happen.
So you either ore cannon this, or you have a ore that's huge.
Yeah.
Which, at this point, you'd probably rather ore cannon it. I tend to use these with catalyzed stars, except not this one, but we'll get to it. But yeah, Morningstar is obviously good. I mean, whatever. Whatever. Just whatever. It's good, except you won't get it till a while. I believe its cap is now matched with the catalyzed star, which if it was, it'd be 1 MVD or something like that. This is basically a bigger Big Bad Blaster, which is nicer looking too. It's a draggy. It's 3.7 times. Isn't that great? Don't worry, it explodes just as much. And it's even bigger, so if you only have... if you have a lot of these and a lot of Big Bad Blasters, don't use it. But it's alright. I mean, if you're using one of them, you would rather use the Dragon Blaster, obviously. Astral Predictor. It's terrible. Don't use it.
It's not...
But in all honesty, you might as well throw it in a setup if you don't. If you have nothing else to put in. Because it can upgrade. Maybe.
This is fun.
Here's the Asia Spore. It's very, very good. Use it always. Next. It's 20 times, which you can't go wrong with. Catalyzed Star. The weakest upgrader in the entire game. Words cannot describe how horrible this upgrader never was. It's the ultimate upgrader for skipping lives. I use these with that thing over there, which we'll get to. Quantum Clockwork. It's like another True Overlord device nearly, because it's 25 times if you hit it in the center. In other words, use it if you have it, which you have to be sacrificed.
I thought it was 50 times if you hit it in the center.
No, it's 25 times. Dumb.
That's stupid.
And it's 4.5 times if you don't hit the center, but you want to hit the center because otherwise it's bad. Next, Aether Schrodinger. Apparently, within the next update, this is going to be paired with the Aether Refiner to have bonus upgrades. So I guess we'll just use that for the example. Get a couple conveyors. Here's your ores. I'm just going to keep using Spitfire in this example. They're like, when they go to upgrade, they're like, lol, hold on for a second. Because they close some ores sometimes, it seems.
Did they do more if they're paired together? I feel like
they will be in the next update, apparently.
Oh, that's sick.
So, it's good. Or it's better than normal Schrodinger. This thingy, don't use it with the Astral Setter or Predictor, because otherwise, you know, nothing will happen. Or the normal Lightning Bolt Refiner. I'm pretty sure. It's decent, but I would rather use 2 Lightning Bolt Refiners. Because that's better than one of these. I think. Let's find out. Oh yeah, you wanna use 2 Lightning Bolt Refiners instead. That's bad. Hydra Blaster. I think this is good. I've heard.
Isn't it like 1.6 times?
It's actually 1.01. It's actually 0 times.
It just sets your ore on fire.
So it upgrades by 4.5, but there's a little problem with it.
Is there?
It's only a problem if you don't have it at the very end of the furnace.
What's my rocket doing?
Because look what happens. Oh, they're back on fire. Bye. But it's all right.
Look at my rocket.
Is it worth 15 Dragon Blasters? Probably not, but you might as well get it. It's all right. This, it's like the Gate of Eclipse, but that's just it. It's a Gate of Eclipse, basically. It gives bonus points to frozen ores, which
What's
I
a
guess
frozen ore?
if that's something you like, then use it, I guess. I mean, here we go.
And frozen. Oh.
So, you know, these are usually like, oh, look, you're getting like 3. There's a 13 times in there. So, yeah, it's all right. And then, you know, put some flaming on it, which these ores will be worth 5k by default. All of a sudden, oh, that's an 87k I saw. I honestly don't know if that's better. It's good. Deadly Spore. It's basically wild spore, but deadly, I guess.
It has a higher upgrader.
Yeah, that's basically it.
It has the same purpose, and it's just bigger.
It's just swagger. It's got more shroomies. Neutron Star. You want this. It's currently the best star. Best paired with these. Usually you want to have like 4 of these, have an ore cannon, and then follow up with some of these. That's the way they're best used, and you'll skip lives ease. It's like the Catalyst, but it's saturated and looks better. It's also 6 times, and you also can't use blasters with this one.
Really?
It's 6 times. It's pretty good. Quantum Ore Client. Quantum Ore Polisher. It's like the Quantum Ore Cleaner, but it's not. It's 6 times, and it looks... Honestly, this is probably the best looking upgrader in the whole game.
I thought that the...
It's the cleanest, most slickest in the game, at least. It looks really nice. That's what Payne thinks about it. All right. Astral Setter. It's like the Astral Predictor, but better. Have this at the start of your setup. It's all right. Scorching Heat. This behaves differently depending on the temperature of the ore. Hot ores, nah, 2 times. Normal ores, 4 times. Cold ores, yeah.
What is a
6
cold
times.
ore?
You gotta put it, freeze its soul with this. Except don't do that. Never use cold ores, because then you can't put them up ramps, because then this will happen. It's like, yeah, they're cold, but got them. So just use normal 4 times with it. One of the best upgraders in the game. We got the final Eclipse Gate. The 10 quadrillion ore default upgrade, which can sometimes happen, is really, really good. And it's also just got the best upgrader ratio usually in this in general. However, it kills ores pretty well. It's aight. I mean, I use it in my setup, which means if I use it, it's great. I don't know, the Frozen Eclipse is also decent. So, just think about it. Ancient Colosseum. It's like the other ancient one, but it's looks a lot better, but it's just as bad. You still don't want to use it because the set ores to 0 upgrade is great. Another upgrader you never want to use in your setup, the Vampire Spore. Now here's the reason you don't want to use it. It would be better if it wasn't every 50 ores, but every like 10 ores maybe. Because yeah, it might put a swole upgrade to 1 ore, but that's if you're not looping the ores at all. Which most people at a high life would be, and that's when you're getting this thing. Because look, $2, $2, $2. It's supposed to be halving it, but maybe because this is so bad already, it's just not doing it. Or maybe we need a stronger ore by default. Let's try that. Alright. So they're worth like half of their current value, but we gotta seek out the good ore. What is this music I'm playing?
Edge. Just Edge.
Did you notice the good ore? Because I didn't. But we're gonna assume it happened. It's 500 times to the good ore. Or maybe I'm just using this upgrade.
Wait, yeah, it just happened again. I saw it.
It's also extremely rare, which is so great for how bad it is. So, and the reason you don't want to use it in loops, by the way, or like looping upgraders, is because then it'll give the 500 times to a different ore, which would kind of cancel out the purpose. Almost, kind of. Just trust me. This thingy, you gotta click it a lot, but if you do, it's worth a lot of goods. Because, oh look, 0 times, because, oops, I don't even have a tracker here. That'll help. Come on. There we go. Oh no, $0. But then you start giving it some juice, and then all of a sudden it's not worth 0. It's worth a bit more than that. And then once you get it to the cap, it's 50 times, which is really good. So use it. Virtual Enhancer, also extremely good. I can't forget that back there. I don't even know why it's still there. I haven't reviewed it yet. This thingy, don't have a mine near it or it's trash. It's 1 times. But if you have it like across the year or across the universe.
Year?
If it's across the map, it's worth a bit more than nothing.
Oh.
So let's have it here. Get rid of this stuff. We don't need that here now.
Snipes.
So say you have an upgrader or a mine here. Wow, $3. Good upgrader, huh? But then you have a mine, say here.
Oh, so
and that 1.5 times will now change to 15 times. So you know it's good now.
What if you like launched your ore like across the map and then ore nebulated it?
Now that's the last upgrader. Just kidding. I forgot this one.
Oh.
So this one's pretty interesting. It's actually good. However, it's also bad at the same time because you'll see. So say you got, you know, because it's decent with like only very few or scarce ores, but then you get more than a few or scarce ores. Like for example, let's get a couple ores going here. All right, and then we use it, and then this happens. Yeah. Oh wait, I need a quasar real quick. This is not being used to its full potential. There we go. Oh, it's a shame. This thing's drop rate was nerfed, it seems. Like, it's not completely stupid now. Now it's, like, just super fast. That's a shame. Unless... No, it's still extremely fast, but it's just... Anyway, the point of this review is not for the Wubbia mine. But it's 8 times by default. And it's got an explosion radius of... You're going to get brocked by a giant rock if it explodes, which means your ore is gone pretty much. It'd be curious with a heavy ore though how that would change. But that's all the Reborn upgraders. You know, they're great, and some of them aren't. So that has been Reborn Review episode 3. Yeah.